Clementine, I love you more than words can explain. Please know I am still fighting for you, and I will not give up. You are my girl, and I am your father.
Me and Clementine's mom met down at the Jersey Shore. It was at a bar, and she stood out. Days turning into weeks, and weeks turning into months. Every day wasn't first dates, they were first adventures. We shared so many memories that just built what was becoming our future. As we got to fall in love more and more with each other, I saw a future, a beautiful future with Clementine's mom. I've never been told I'm pregnant, let alone a text. I looked at the picture of 3-4 pregnancy tests, and yeah, it stopped me right in my tracks. But ultimately, that shock was followed with excitement. Called her immediately, and I was quiet. I wanted to hear her response. And excitement turned very quickly into sadness. The thought of abortion didn't immediately come up. It was more of a simple few sentences of, I'm not ready for this, I can't do this. I followed with, it's okay. We're gonna figure this out. And we kind of ended the conversation open-endedly. In the next couple of days, I stood kind of silent while looking up all of these questions that I had on what I'm supposed to do if I want to keep the baby and she doesn't want to keep the baby. It says that, well, it's a woman's body and it's a woman's choice. And then me asking friends that are female and they have children, I would ask them, well, what should I do if I want to keep the baby? And they would tell me, that's not your choice. That's not your decision. That's her choice. It kept me silent. It wasn't Clementine's mom that kept me silent. She actually is the reason why I spoke out. She was upset with me. She said, I want your opinion. Tell me, what do you want? You're not telling me what you want. And because, again, how I was coached, I said, whatever you want to do. It's your choice. She said, no, it's not. It's your choice too. What do you want to do? And I told her right then and there, very blunt, I want to keep the baby. When we first got the sonogram, she was the size of a strawberry, they told me. And they gave me a 3D little model to hold of her. And before I got to hold her, I saw her. I saw her little legs, her little arms, her head. I saw her beautiful future. Everything just painted right before me. And then they asked if I wanted to hear her heartbeat. And they played the murmur. And her heartbeat was like music. I can still hear it. The day Clementine died was March 13th. I couldn't get in touch with Clementine's mom. The following day, on the 14th, I started getting texts back. The next day, now it's the 15th, I get a phone call asking where I was at the grocery store. I said, why? What's wrong? Is everything okay? She was quiet. I said, is our baby okay? She said, no. I said, is our baby alive? She said, no. I had to accept it. I was forced to accept it. Losing my daughter made me realize so much. It made me realize life is not something that you can just throw away. Life is something to be cherished and valued. A person is not just something that you can forget about or just remove from your life.
Kind of a hard question. If you could talk to the abortionist doctor, what would you say to them and what would you want to ask them?
When thinking about what I would ask, it's not just a question for one person. It's not just a single question for a single person. It's multiple questions for multiple people. It took 5 people to kill my daughter. A student, a trainee, learned how to kill late-term babies with Clementine's body. The doctor, the MD who trained the other MD, I would ask him, what did my daughter look like? Is she as beautiful as I think she is? All of the details that I see in my mind when I close my eyes and I think of my Clementine. I would ask him, what color were her eyes? Those would be more important questions than how do you sleep at night? How do you live with yourself? How can you do this? As a father, first finding out about my daughter's death, devastated, a mess, distraught, so many sleepless nights, not just over the mourning process, but trying to get my daughter's body back. I didn't just find out that my daughter was dead, I found out that my daughter was missing. Cherry Hill Women's Center did not want to give us any answers, refusing to tell us any information on where our daughter was or how to get her body back. I will not rest until I know where my daughter is, until I find every piece of her that has been scattered and taken from our family. The pain that I feel is nothing compared to what my daughter felt. I feel selfish even talking about how I feel. It's not my life anymore. It hasn't been my life since I heard Clementine's heartbeat, and I say that in the best way. The second I heard Clementine's heartbeat, my life stopped and our life began. Every day that my heart beats, it beats for Clementine. Every day that I speak, I will speak for my daughter. It is now my mission to find my daughter, bring her to rest, give her respect and honor, and have people understand her value, her legacy. Clementine's voice is so important. Clementine's life is so beautiful. And I'm never gonna give up on my daughter. I'm never gonna forget my daughter. And and I will find where they put my daughter's body. She will have the most beautiful funeral. I'm gonna make sure that I make her proud. I'm gonna make sure that people know her and her beautiful heart.